The next thing I want to discuss is the bassoon reed itself and what we need to know about getting the reed ready to play. The first thing that I want to discuss is soaking the reed in water. I recommend that you have a watertight cup to hold water, and you soak the reed in that for 2 to 3 minutes before you are ready to play. I also recommend that you wash the cup out with soap and water every day and just keep it clean and try to put fresh water in it. If you have the ability to put water in it that's room temperature as opposed to cold water from a fountain, it works a little better. If you use cold water and you don't have a choice, it'll work, you just have to let it soak a little bit longer. The other thing I will say is that it's always a good idea when you're done playing, empty the reed cup, get the water out, and then put it away. Even though we buy a cup or have cups with watertight lids, it's never a good idea to keep water in the case. So what I normally do before I put the instrument together, the first thing I do is I take my cup out and I get water in it if I don't already have water in it, and I open it and I take my reed and I put it into soak while I'm putting the instrument together. So my bassoon reed, and normally what I do, just to make it soak even better, is I'll dip the backside in and then I'll put it in with the tip down. On the bassoon reed, if you can see that, it's helpful to have pretty much the whole reed in the water so that it can fully soak. So while that's soaking, it's actually wet already, but I was demonstrating. I'm just going to grab my bassoon and go on to the next step. Put the seat strap on. I'm all set. So I'm just checking my playing position. The bassoon comes right to my mouth, right to my lips. I don't have to reach for it or anything. It's not too high, it's not too low, it's right there. So the reed, the instrument goes across us slightly diagonally, but the reed needs to be parallel to the floor. Don't put it on so it kind of matches the bassoon and we're playing like this. So put it on so it's parallel to the floor. So I'm taking my reed, just shake off the excess water. When you handle the reed, try not to hold it by the blades, hold it by the tube, the part with the bark and the wires and the string. So I hold it like that. I carefully put it on the crook or vocal. And, oh, that's a little bit crooked. I'm going to turn it. And I just want to make sure it's snug. I'm twisting and just gently pushing on the vocals so that it's pretty snug. And I'm just double checking that it comes right to my mouth. It does. So I can start a note. It's working pretty well. When we're all done playing, we do a couple of things to make sure the reed is properly cared for and ready to go for the next time we play. So the first thing I do when I'm done playing, done with rehearsal, take the reed off carefully, turn it around, and blow through the back side of it. Make sure it's not pointing at anyone. Point it towards the floor and blow out the extra moisture just to make sure. And I'll just dab off any condensation that shows up on the tip. And the first thing I will do before I do anything else is put this in the reed case so that it is safe. With your reed case, the one thing that I'll say is always make sure to have a reed case that has ventilation holes in it so the reeds can dry out between playing. This is one type of reed case. There are lots of reed cases you can find at different music stores, music vendors online. Even Amazon has some reed cases right now, and they're fairly affordable. But it's very protective. It's very good for your reed to use an actual reed case. So at that point, the reed is put away. I will then start taking the instrument apart and putting it away.